And both platforms registers input. Okay. I do know, you can use a DualShock 4 on PS3, but I don't know if it lets you do that for PS2 and PS1 games, if you use the backwards compatible. I do know they have, ports to let you use PS2 or PS1 controllers, though, which is nice. My problem with that one jump is I keep on waiting until the end and mashing. If you mash in this game, your jump actually gets eaten. And it's just something that I have to actively be thinking about. If I'm just autopiloting or going off muscle memory, and I see a jump or something I need to interact with, I mash, because when I go to like a door or like a button, I'm normally mashing in this game just so I can do it like as fast as possible. Try to do it like frame 1 or 2 I get there. And that's conflicting with the other stuff. Yeah, this should be fine. Oh, I just saw... I'm dumb. I sold my PS3 Super Slim with the only controller I have. So I'm gonna have to buy another PS3 controller anyways. I also need to get HDMI splitter to even use the thing with OBS, since I couldn't get component cables working. Or, like, composite, whatever they are. I'll probably order the splitter, this weekend. I think that's the game plan. That's if I want to do more of this game, though. I kinda do, I kinda don't. I'm almost done with Link's Awakening, and as soon as I finish it casually, I'm gonna start learning the speedrun. It looks like there's some very good guides for it. I just don't know what category I want to do yet. Any percent is around an hour long. Any percent glitchless is like just under 2 hours. It's like 1:48 or something, world record. 100% is around 3 hours, and I think 100% glitchless will probably be around like 4 to 5. So I need to think about that. I think it'll be a nice change of pace from what I'm used to, though. Turn-based games and this singular survival horror title that I speedrun that I really shouldn't. I also thought maybe streaming to retro might help with this game. I don't think it does. I think you have to actually be very big to get away with streaming here and getting more people to show up because of it. I'm surprised that worked. I'm surprised with how consistent that movement has become for me. I know at first I used to not be able to get it. Like maybe 1 in every like 5 attempts I get here I would get it. But now it's like 4 out of 5 times I get here I can do it. Oh, speaking of core games, I'm very tempted to go back to Metal Gear Rising. I re-downloaded it, did my casual playthrough, and then I started doing the speedrun tricks again. I'm like, yeah, this is pretty fun. I kind of miss it. It just depends on how much time I want to commit to it. With that game, I feel like I would have to put a goal in mind, and then I would have to do almost only that or do a lot of practice with it until I reached that goal, so my muscle memory wouldn't like go away or die. Yeah, I just don't know if I'm like that committed. Oh, my PS2 is chugging. It sounds like it's dying. Cutscene glitch? No.
The drawbridge went back up.
This isn't even like a true sub 450. Skip the item, and I think we have like 2 seconds of like... There's like probably 1 to 2 seconds you save from loading a game then starting a new one. Which actually means I need to really test PS3 backwards compatible times in the beginning. Because 118 might not be accurate in the tutorial. It might be 117 for PS3. I guess I should have clarified what system I was running on as well. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but still. Let me see, actually. Please don't go over my screen. Oh, it did. Yeah, I could probably just pin or put it in the description. The only pinned comment I have at the moment is like the timestamps. Which I figured out how to add chapters as well. You literally just add the timestamps to the description. Which I don't really like, but it's not a big deal either. Whoop. If I do PS3 and my loads are faster, it's gonna kinda suck. Because I won't have enough time to like change web browsers or like send a message in between going through doors. That's probably a good thing though, more than a bad. Means I have to play the game. Oh, there we go. For these, like, past 5 room transitions, I've been trying to load up my YouTube page so I can... It's almost coming. I'm almost getting to the thing. There we go. There's the tutorial. Please watch, subscribe, like, comment, share your family. Put the link on like a USB drive and then just like go around your neighborhood and drop it in everyone's mailbox. Make sure everyone knows this video is a thing. So we can populate the Extermination any % leaderboard. I am on New Game Plus, right? Yeah, okay, I am. I'm gonna find out in like 20 minutes if I'm not. Well, I can find out now. Yeah, okay, I have the 99 grenades. Yo, okay. Imagine if I submitted New Game Plus to a marathon and then pulled that. That would be so terrible. A random speedrun stream. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not saying get banned. No, don't be toxic about it. You gotta force it on people that accept you first. Like, honest, no, Uffy. It's still pretty early for you. Like, just order, like, a pizza tonight and then tip the guy with, like, my YouTube link instead of money. Be like, I know what you really want, bro. Thanks for the pizza. Like, if you're gonna sell out, you should at least spend some money first. Like, if you post it in stream chats, don't just drop the link and leave. Like, make it a donation message or something, so they're less likely to be mad at you. doing this is really gonna mess with my perception of what a good any percent time is when I get to these spots. I'm definitely losing time here. My thing was pretty bad. No, it was about the same. Actually, I can't tell. No, I lost like 4 seconds. Oh, we have to compare this on my best here. There's nothing else I can compare to. 4 seconds, bad movement, and just not doing the keypad fast. I think I rated like an extra second on it or something. I really need to change the times where I split as well. It's very hard to code split with this because like I'm inputting a button and then I have to let go and then split. If I split like at the loading transition here, I would be able to split like at the same spot every time. And it would be more accurate. I just don't want to change my splits. I'm gonna mess it up if I do that. I don't know. So bad at games. If this game was released in 2022, the Travis boss fight would not have been cut, it would have been DLC. When the hell would they even have put that in the game? Dang, one of the like times you have to backtrack to infirmary or something dumb? Last time you see him is like in the level 1 or 2 lab, right? Oh, it's in the level 2 lab. Because it's you see him in like a pitch black room. This is probably the worst part of New Game Plus though. I have no idea how I should waste time here in like an entertaining or meaningful way. I'm still getting hit by stuff. Why is the fire all the way out here? Like, where can I stay to be safe? Or does it just spawn next to you? I mean, it doesn't matter how far you go out because you get, like, respawned in the same spot, but I'm like, should I climb up anyway? Should I just stay on, like, the guardrail to be safe? Why did I try to skip here? Oh, I need to make new thumbnails for this as well, if I actually finish a run and upload it. I've been very lazy about it, even though it's literally just, after I spent like 10 minutes making the template, it takes like 30 seconds to just change all the text. I've just been too lazy to open up Photoshop in general though. I am thinking about though, after I finish up like this section of Extermination, like when I put it down again, I'll probably change up the overlay, change up thumbnails, I'll probably change up everything. I think the next time I do this, I'm gonna use webcam the entire time, for like every single run, and then I'll try to have like animated splits or something. Just put like a video behind there that matches the theme or something. And you know what, it would be cool if I just had my PB playing in the bottom. I think that's pretty easy to set up. That probably would help me the most in this game, actually, being able to directly compare to it. Yeah, that sounds dope. Actually, that might take up too much space with webcam. I probably have to do one or the other. Because I like the way it looks now. I would just replace the logo with like either one of those options. Actually, losing 5 seconds here is very weird.
The water's draining. Now I can get to building B.
Yeah, honestly, the first attempt was going pretty well, and now it's just kind of mixed. Oh, the slowdown memed me. Yeah. I know you add it on the life split. It's like the, I think it's like the life split note thing. You just drop it in the folder and then enable it. My issue would be getting the video or a URL. A URL would be sick. I think my issue is just lining it up so it's accurate to when I actually hit, like, start, split, and end. Which, to be fair, that wouldn't even be super terrible either. It's just, it would probably take, like, 10 minutes for me to cut down the video. Well, maybe longer. I don't think I actually local record my stuff anymore. So I would have to download it from Twitch, and then cut it to the right spot, and then either use a video file, or if they take URL, upload the URL.
Now I can get to the manhole.
It'll take a little bit of a process, but shouldn't be too terrible. And it's not like a PB in this game often. So it's not like I would have to do it over and over. You know, I figured I'd ask anyways. I don't think anyone here is really interested in, like, Zelda speedruns, but what would be cooler to watch, any percent or, like, 100%? If you were just, like, peeking in at, like, a GD gear or something. Nope. Give me that iframe. Really broken ropes for any percent? That's true. If you look at, like, any percent in Ocarina of Time, it's like 5 minutes or something. And then, like, 100%, even with a bunch of glitches, is still like 3 hours or something long. For me, it would be Link's Awakening on the Switch, so any percent would be around like an hour long. Any percent without glitches would be like around an hour 50. And 100% would be around like 3 to 4 hours, I think. Maybe longer. I think there's people who are using JP digital, and I have like English physical, which is gonna be extra slow. I don't really want to buy Switch JP games, though. I like collecting too much. Don't make me do it. Oh, 50-second gold. Majora's Mask looks dope. If there's one Zelda game I would be very keen to do, it would be like Ocarina of Time 3D. They don't accept Citra though, and I don't have money for an actual 3DS capture card. 3DS capture card is something I'm very mixed on, because there's some games I would love to do, but there's probably going to be 1 or 2 games that I actually end up doing, and I just can't justify paying like $500-600 to do that. Actually, what I mean to say is, I can do the one Fade or Frame AR game where you point the camera around and then take pictures. Don't do it. Oh yeah, that doesn't reach me anyways. You know what I wonder? What if we start shooting that blue bell instead? Would that like explode everything? Hey, bud. That's probably gonna be, like, a lot better than shooting the others. There is. You can't do it through USB. They have something called NTR streaming. Where you, like, get it to connect directly to your router. But you need a really good router, and it still makes the system, like, perform worse while doing it. So a lot of leaderboards just don't accept that either, and it's pretty jank. I've tried that before, and it runs really bad. I would have to buy a good router. If there's a way to do it through USB, I'd be very keen on actually trying that. That's what they do for 3DS capture cards, I think, though. They mod, like, a chip into the system that lets you output via USB. If I really wanted to be a shitpost, I do have an OG DS capture card. I could buy Resident Evil Deadly Silence, which is just a remake of the first game. Not even a remake, it's just a straight up port of RE1. And run that. I think I saw Punchy do it not too long ago. That's also like a $100 game though, so I'm not like super keen on actually trying it. The problem with, like, capture cards for handhelds for me, like, if I had, like, a PSP where it feels like an actual controller, it'd be fine, but Nintendo handhelds, they feel like garbage if you just use them as a controller. Like, I need to actually hold it up to my face for it to feel, like, okay or proper. Switch is a little bit better with it, but I'm still not a big fan. Joy-Cons just kinda suck altogether. Yo, Elfie, when are the FF12 speedruns? I think that's the one you said you were thinking about. Actually, no, forget that. Where's the one space game you were speedrunning before? It was the one FromSoft game, I think. JRPGs? Okay, good. Never do them. Sup, Jordan? Thanks for the good luck. Echo Knight. Echo Knight, I've only really seen the Nitro ad videos on it. They look dope, though. Ooh, PS1. I know FF10 is a very easy run and has great notes. The only problem is it's like 10 hours long, which is what stops people. Still very popular for a 10-hour speedrun, though. That's all I know about Final Fantasy runs, though. I've seen some of FF15, but the person I watched didn't really explain any tricks or fights. It was mostly just like silently playing. So I still don't understand anything about that speedrun. Oh, I didn't go out far enough. I need to shoot like the crate on top. Adding shit ton of time. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me too much. $52. 32, 40, 48. Think I can hit one more time? Yeah, perfect. There's my health, baby. You get 20 IVAs? What the heck? Dude, I got super terrible luck here. Is he jump for 90% of the game? You should run FF14. You're in. I should ban you instead for suggesting something like that. If I started FF14 with the free trial, I would probably go back and play it. Because you have so much content with it now. But I think I just paid for it straight up, and I can't even get, like, the benefits of, like, the free trial. Which kinda sucks. Which is why I'm never going back to it. Unless I want to blow 15 a month, which I don't. Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. I'm not touching that, like, bad game. I'm, like, legally never allowed to play FF14 anymore. Like, anytime Tunts DMs me about FF14, I call the game dog shit, then I call him dog shit for playing it. And I feel like if I played after doing that for, like, a year straight, I would just look like a bad person. Not for bullying an MMO player, but for lying to an MMO player while bullying them. One day, I'm gonna have big balls and go for that jump again. But not until it's the very last time optimization I need to get sub 50. Don't do it. Nice. There is no lie. I'd be lying if I called it bad and then... Well, no, I wouldn't even be lying. I would just be a hypocrite for calling something bad than doing it, which I'm already doing by speedrunning. But that's more accepted. All speedrunners call their game shit. I think all MMO players also call their game shit. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna see funny number go up. I think I'm almost... And I'm definitely over 100 hours in Extermination. I think I'm coming up on like 6 or 7 days played, something like that. I can't do math. If you don't hate every game, if I go on the leaderboard and look at my runs, I can say I pretty much think all of them are dog shit. Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green? Yeah. Let me have like a third of my health the entire run to go fast. Skip optional health items. And then just do strats where like 1/5 of the time it just straight up kills me no matter what. I'm good at games though, guys. Smile. It's a good speedrun. Pokemon Let's Go, a little bit less offensive. You're mostly only losing time to like bad catch routes in RNG. There's not a lot you can actually mess up in that game. The route is fairly safe for like doing world record. Shit games in MGS3. MGS3 is pretty good, yeah. I'm glad you didn't make fun of it. I need to actually play all the MGS games. That's why I want to speedrun the first one, because I can get through that faster. Instead of like, if I wanted to speedrun 3, when I would have to play like the first 3 games, just because that's how I am. 3's dog shit though, if you go for world record with PS3. I mean, I already heard you have to like do like almost an entire run or something first. Just so you don't get slow load times during your actual attempts. Hear me out, have you ever considered just like never turning off your PS3 after doing attempts? So you never lose that time save? It also goes... That's bullshit. I was gonna say, whenever I was playing Strife every day on PS4, I would just leave the game loaded so I wouldn't have to connect to the internet and race like 2 minutes every time I booted it up. Don't do it. Thank you. And that worked out pretty good. There's a fix. Wait, you can actually do that on PC? That's dope. I got lucky. This is very, like, not a lucky situation anymore. No, I didn't jump far enough. I know when I watched you and you would do that movement, you would do like a little circle to like readjust yourself. I just kind of go for it. I don't think I've fallen down yet, but that's the first time I actually didn't jump far enough out. I think I got a little scared. I did it early. Totsugeki. I do not know any of their Strive modding community or people. The most I do is go on Game Banana and download funny skins. Let me in. Thank you. Like, that reset probably half a second, but it felt like an eternity. It makes me just want to, like, reset the run. And there's a lot of that in this game, just because of how jank movement is. When I autopilot, I almost never, like, get caught on stuff, which is nice, so when I focus, it feels extra bad when it happens. Oh, yeah, go for it. I'm gonna use it immediately after finishing this run so we can fight. Oh, so what's your Discord profile picture? Is it just a Ferris wheel? I've been wondering that for like a while now. Yeah, okay. Looks pretty sick. Yeah, bro. Fuck off. No, I'm concerned it's like some type of inside joke or something. Oh, I know, but when are you gonna speedrun the Strive Story mode secret boss? I hear it's a pretty fun time. Haha, missed me. Who the heck? Oh. Yeah, the cutscenes are skippable. Well, it would just be arcade mode. Story mode has no fights. If you did a story mode speedrun, you would skip like 30-40 cutscenes and then be over. Arcade mode is like 10 fights, and if you didn't die at all, if you didn't lose like a single round, you get like a secret final boss, and then if you beat that, you get a secret final boss. Imagine fighting Nagayuki, but he's in Blood Rage the entire time. 2 combos kills you, and like all of his like actual delay, he pretty much has iframes instead of you being able to like counter him after all his stupid junk. Yeah, story mode. A lot of the ARC games have story modes as just cutscenes, and then you play arcade mode. Oh, I could get hit some more. I don't want to pick up that item. No, I should pick it up. I'll do that after the fight, though. Story mode's actually pretty okay. It's long, though. It's like a solid, like, 5 hours plus or something. Don't do it. Okay. 1. I could have totally got that. Is actually like the slowest pattern I could have got, and I'm doing it like very last second because I'm scared. I missed a single one. I think it was 5 core shots? I don't know. This is definitely slow now, though. This is like what I would call a good 80% time, like maybe a year ago. Now we're getting to like 35 executioners. It's pretty ass, actually. Oh yeah, I should have just grabbed that on my way up and see if it was faster. I don't know if pausing and doing the menu is faster, or if still picking up items and using them is. Oh yeah, you have the, like, unlimited rocket launcher. So I guess just, like, going nuts at bosses does make sense to do. I don't think I'm gonna do that with Roger. That'll make the fight take an actual eternity. This is gonna look like a good C17 split, though, because we're skipping the item. Honestly, New Game Plus could have just gave you the story progression items. Like, if they gave me the bomb or the spike boots, would it really cause any issues? New Game Plus probably also should have remixed enemies. Put either new ones or different ones in the same spots. Going back to Guilty Gear Arcade, honestly, Axel might be fine against Nagayuki. You might be able to just destroy him. Or he's just gonna iframe and then destroy you. I can't really tell. That fight took me probably like 2 hours on 2 different attempts to actually beat. It's very terrible. Yeah, you can. The timing's tough. I did that with Soul. I just threw him the entire time. I know you can cheese him with Anji as well. Da 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 da. Am I gonna run into this? Nope. I was facing the wall. I was like too far into the wall. That's why it didn't let me do that. Yo guys. If this world record is now free. Just don't fuck up C17. Nah, I also fucked up Executioner as well. If I did a good run or anyone, this is hella easy to beat. Oh, I found out I have my first JP run unlisted on YouTube. I kind of want to go back and watch that and just see how good or bad it actually is. I think it was probably like a 58 or a 59. Which is pretty bad since I think my second or third run was the 56. No. Haha, get fucked! I hate when he does the gun. He's not facing me, but... Yo, what's up, Logic? Boss man, brother. Congrats on the 3% zombie world record earlier. Why can't I have this fight on any percent? I need to heal after, like, the next hit. I also need to, like, go down more. Why am I getting all the core shots? That fight went, like, very good. I need to test the health thing out. This is, my first... This is, like, the farthest I've gotten into a New Game Plus run, pretty much. So I'm just trying to finish it to either have a time on the board, or just see where I stand with, the world record holder. Because I've never done New Game Plus before. It's very terrible. You pretty much spawn with, like, all the ammo and health items you need, so you save time by not picking those up. Oh my god, I almost did die here. That would have been a shame. But bosses have double health, which is super terrible, because boss fights were already the worst part of the run. Some more solo runs. Oh, my man's addicted. Best of luck. Is there anything I can actually die? I can mess up lap jump, which is slow. Phase 1 I should be fine, I just need to pay attention to my health. My ammo. Because if that's actually double health and I run out of SPR 4 ammo, nades is gonna make that super RNG heavy and it's gonna be slow. Yo, Elfie, question if you're still here. Did you have to pick up the ammo crate on the LCAC? Did you need this, like, extra grenades? I was close enough, he should have grabbed me. He just didn't care. You don't think you do? I forget how many nades I actually used on that fight. That was like a 3 or 4 core shot dodger though. Oh my god, stop. I'm gonna lose time just to pausing and healing. Okay, let's not mess this up. Perfect. $70 or high 60s going into origin. That has to be enough to kill it. Because you only really used that phase 2, phase 3. My question is, it might be faster to knife the crate and then pick up the thing to go into the... Well, I don't think it would be faster, but I don't think it would waste that much time just to do that and equip the SPR 4 scope. Or whichever one we pick up is called. I could probably equip it now. Like, if I have to heal again, I might as well. Yeah, that's probably gonna be the best time. Just equip it after killing Roger and you have to heal. Let me see. Is it top left? It is top left. No, it's top right. Yeah, it's top right. Top left is dog tag. So, pause left, down left for health. Pause right, top right for the scope. I need to actually sit down and time this stuff and see what's going to be faster or more optimal. I want to do a load remover and mostly have these cutscenes compared. These loading times.
Cindy.
Dude, I don't like to admit it, but like my thumb was so sweaty that climbing up the stairs, trying to do it one-handed while I like change out what's on my browser, I like dropped movement like twice. It was very unideal. My hand do be slipping. Alright, let's veer. Go here. Okay. I don't think this is a... Yeah, I think this is a longer load. Where do I stand? I think... Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm on pace for a sub 1, at least comparing to your splits for like a quick second. I think your Roger was like... I think your Infirmary was like 45. No. Wait, was it? Am I stupid? I need to go back on. I think your Roger was like a 45. And my Infirmary is close to that. Is what happens when I take like a 2-second peek and then stop. I'll be able to check it during another load transition, I think. Why can't I get that movement on any percent, bro? Oh my god. I could get hit once more and then I have to heal. Boop. Boop. Oh, Riley did a 100% run. I completely forgot about that. Okay, yeah, your Fermiti was like 49 minutes. And your run ended at 1:02:48. So I'm like barely on pace for it, I think. I'm actually gonna do this. Just in case I get shot, I still have a chance to jump over it. Don't shoot. Damn it. That's completely my fault. That's not even because I got... Bro. Is it because of the dog there? No, it's just me being bad. It's a good thing I healed. I'm gonna have to heal again. I'll probably just pop a 4 here, like at the end of phase 1. Or when I equip the scope. This is so bad, actually. This run became super cringe during the split. So, Roger went fine. C17, I lost movement, exit... No. Executioner, C17, LCAC split. Those are like my 3 major time saves at the moment. And it looks like lab movement because that's slow, and I'm probably gonna fail it anyways. LCAC. I'll look at that in a second. 5320. Cool. 5720. Cool. Oh my god. That's so bad. What the fuck? You joking me? So many bad things. Yeah, this is not something I can upload or submit. This is so scuffed. I guess for practice though, instead of just doing bosses, I might as well just go and practice New Game Plus. Everything but Phase 1 should be better this way. Since Phase 1 I'm gonna have to do armor underflow almost completely different. Alright, things just want to kill me. That's another bad thing. I've been getting hit so much. If this was any percent, I would have just died from low health. Even with, like, picking up all the items, I think. Get on the boat and immediately pop a, what do you call it? Booster B, I think that's the plan. I wanted to do it sometime during Origin fight. Or at least going from Origin 1 into 2, but at this rate I have a very good chance of dying at the beginning of Origin because the first attack is RNG, whether he gets you or not. I can survive one shot, right? Enemies don't get extra damage in New Game Plus, I hope. New Game Plus is like the try-hard category, I feel. If people just wanted to show off, yeah, I'm good at like aiming or whatever, this is what they would do. Good. Oh, when do I actually... When do I actually do the thing? That's the question. Oh, I need to pay extra attention to ammo as well. Can I get away with this? I might. No, okay, that's definitely faster. I can't dodge this. No, infection's fine. P270. D40. 210. 180. 150. 120. 90. 60. Oh, I have 80. Yeah, aim is fine. Aim will be a cooking. And he wants to give me, like, dead pattern now. Let me think. I think I really want to get some core shots. But I don't know if I should stay down here long or not. I could probably stay in the corner and just shoot him with nades until he dies. I might try that. That should be fine. Please, give. Oh, I'm almost dead. Oh, I'm fine. Yeah, this is gonna be very good practice for phase 2, hands down. I think if I got more of the things, it definitely would have been. If I got more core shots. Because it's definitely faster. If you get 2 core shots, and then Origin doesn't lag you out once you get on the turret in any percent, that's the fastest fight we have at the moment. 2 core shots is pretty consistent in the beginning. I need to actually get it with 3. Yeah, this is gonna be pain. Wow. Yeah, they have iframes if you shoot them. You can't just bam and get the core. That's mostly what I wanted to check there. I promise I'm not bad at games. Okay, 5910. So much improvement. This was terrible. Roger was the only decent thing about this run.
Dennis!
Whoa.
You're safe.
Whoa.
Oh, I see you finally made up.
Gary, you're alive. I was worried.
Hey, I'm
Yeah, it's probably faster to cycle between it.
Where were you?
I don't think the turret's gonna be faster in any sense. You're just making it harder to hit cores. The only thing that really sucks is the leeches. I think what I might do is third person aim to the ground and then just like nuke it to get rid of them. I've been tempted to do that in any percent, but it's very